What's up, everyone? I'm Aaron the Toy Enhancer, and this is Crusty Old Crow, and we are here to hang out with you guys tonight. How's everyone doing? Let me get to the chat. I know the chat's been going crazy. Sorry I'm late. It's my fault.
Yep, it's his fault. Trying to kill me backstage. Yes,
me and Crow were backstage having our own little show, and I was already late from coming, going to just eating dinner, I'm gonna say hey.
I was telling these guys in the chat that I was backstage and everything was really dark and and it was quiet, and because Crimson Cobra Commander did a Aliens review today, and when I was backstage, I swear to God, I heard sound, and then these lasers. Then you start talking.
Well, let's say hi to the chat. I know there's a million comments. I'm going to say hi to everyone in the chat real quick, and then we are going to get started. And, yeah, we're going to throw them up there. And War Chest, if you ain't first, you're last. What's up, War Chest full of toys? How you doing? We got Legend Series in the house tonight. Number 2. What's up, buddy? We got Crimson Cobra Commander. Hi, guys. What's up, buddy? Of course, we have Crow. We got live Crow tonight, guys.
There's never just one Crow.
We got Woody 222 in the house. Man, hey, Woody 222, you've been cranking out the videos, bro. Yes, I'm highly impressed. Yeah, that was one thing, we've been talking about being toy tubers and stuff because a lot of people took an interest to it. And I'm telling you, man, content. It was my main goal when I first started. My anticipation was to reach 500 in a year, possibly, and then I'd be doing good. And then my other goal was to create enough videos for one day each year. So, I wanted to crank out over 350 some videos at least by a year's time. And I forget how many I got, but I'm super close to it. Like, so sometimes, you do 2 a day, you skip days, and you have to catch up with it. But those were my goals. And that's what
they called it skip day, like we're working out in the gym, eh? Like,
we do have skip days, you gotta do stuff with the family. And there's Same Time Toys. What's up, everybody? What's up, Shane? And wow, so many stinky cat butts here.
Stinky cat butt. I gotta do that one.
We got Jay Astro. Man, big old crowd of definitely the regulars. We are going to get into some trouble tonight. We got Old School here. Nice. Yeah, I haven't seen 3-star draw yet, but normally you see us 3 together. It's not a backyard battlefield.
Special mission.
Right?
Special missions report.
Yes, this is just special missions ops that we're doing. We decided that Darren probably needs the night off anyways because his show is tomorrow night. So don't forget that on a 3-star draw. We got Turk Murray.
Right, Seven's Wild is the name of it.
Seven's Wild is the show. Great show. You guys make sure you tune in tomorrow night. I believe it's 9 o'clock. Is that right, Crow? It might be 8. I'll have to double check.
I think that was the notification. He's put it up. So if you're subscribed to Down South 773-star draw, Seven's Wild, and if you're subscribed to Pop Blender, you'll see that notification. It'll let you know. Yeah.
And I'm sure he'll pop in at some point. I'm just going to scroll down the bottom of the comments so we can get going, guys. Oh.
Sorry, I'm moving everything around because I'm doing all my painting tonight while we're doing the show, too. So
we got Mike Stevens here. Just popped in. There's a new name I haven't seen. What's up, Mike?
Hi, Mike.
Good to see you, buddy. So, Crow, you put out an awesome video today. I liked it. I got to watch it as I come home and was getting ready. get easing out of my work clothes and stuff. Very interesting. And you got a crazy buttload of cool stuff from none other than Loki Wartooth.
Oh my God, did I ever? Holy crap. You guys gonna keep me working on that for the next, like, what is it, 200 videos? So 3 days.
you got a year's worth of customs in one box.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, man. Loki did us a big solid. Some of that, like, there's more than I can use here, right? He had the channel in mind. He had the 350 God Dust in mind. He had us, all of us in mind, right? So this was more about getting it in front of a camera and giving me what I want at the same time. And the response to Loki's Wartooth stuff has been awesome. Like,
yes.
And your Zartan layer, when you featured that chameleon, that was a page turner right there, right?
Yes. He told me, that he was getting some responses from it. So that makes me happy that, it's coming full circle for him too, because he is an awesome 3D printer. And one thing you guys got to know about 3D printing is, like, he works on these things after they're printed and makes sure everything's smooth and detailed out right, because that stuff doesn't print off that perfect. But no, man, are they amazing.
Yeah,
his head sculpts and his weapons, and I got some stuff in the works too. I'm not gonna quite say what it is, but man, do I got a shipment coming. Yeah, I blew we'll just say I blew $250 last week. How about that?
Yeah. I don't think I hit that much with them. Thankfully, Loki's been, really good about, retired guys. So, he knows I'm on that fixed income. So I just put weekly payments with him.
Yes.
Until it's paid off, right?
I heard you saying that. That is awesome.
Yeah, but he's always so excited too, right? Like, that's what makes him different as part of just going through some random company. And I'm not trying to say Gridiron, for example. They put out quality stuff. They're a different animal entirely. But say an anonymous 3D printer, they're not as passionate about your projects the way Loki does. You tell him what you're trying to do, and he's like, "Oh man, I got this."
And he'll show you something else, and yeah,
100%.
It leads into one thing. So that reminds me, Crow. Out of all the stuff you got out of that box, what's your favorite, man? What are you excited about?
Oh, we're gonna start like that.
I just gotta know. I'm dying.
I was talking to Bobby Wall today, and maybe you and our friends out there in the chat, like Turkish Murphy there, and others, can help shed a little light on something for me. And I'm just what I'm trying to do is find a particular piece, and here it is. Now, you guys know how I like to do some figure conversions that don't really fit into Joe but are Joe, and it's all that end state crap and things like that, right? And clearly Loki's all about that.
Here's a question, Crow, real quick, and then we'll pop right into what you're saying. Yeah. Crow, how can I get in touch with Loki? Because I don't do any social media, never have.
Okay, well, that's a great question, Action Figure Addict. Get some help. And that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get.
I know I can send you his Cash App.
Yeah. We'll just send you his PayPal link. Don't worry. Just send him the money. He'll talk later. No, Woody. Model Misfits 1138 is the Instagram. However, I'm not going to give his email address over an open forum like this. It's not wise. But I will tell you that he watches all of this. If he's not in the chat right now, he will be watching this at his first available moment.
He'll check it out.
Just knowing that that you want to talk to him, I'm sure he would seek you out. Please put your preferred contact method on your channel, which is
and I think that's I remember when Woody he won some stuff, and because he doesn't do social media, I understand, and he's got to be careful with all that. But Woody, I will send you his contact info, because I'll send it to you in message or whatever.
There we go.
I'll hook you guys up regardless. I'll make it happen.
Yeah.
And man, you guys can talk over phone. Oh, that's what I'll do. I'll send you his number because I talked to him on phone. But
even better.
yeah, I'll do that, and he wouldn't mind. And man, once you start seeing all the pictures, I mean, you can whatever you can imagine in GI Joe, whatever you can imagine right now, he can make it. I mean, it hasn't come down to anything that he can't make.
Yeah.
Or he knows about it, or he can get the file. You know, it's like, it's crazy. He's the most interesting 3D printer I've ever met.
And what I've liked about specifically, I'm going to show you this. This was really neat. And I mean, like, no, he's not throwing this in for everybody. He did this because, you know, like, we have that report and he wants to show people what the potential of his resources are. I can't remember, Warbler, I believe he called this. Have you ever heard of this? This is one of the substances he uses. And what this is a thermoplast kind of material that when heated can be molded, right? So if you think about doing hoods for Kamakura, scarves like Stalkers, and capes like Dr. Mindbender, that's what this stuff is.
That's nice.
Yeah, I mean, I've never even
of course, webbing and stuff like that, I'm sure you can.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like I have to make any kit for these guys. If you look, I mean, I think this is the same stuff he's making his vests out of. Very pliable vests, right? You don't have to pop the arms off to put them on, all that other stuff. You'll be seeing a lot of this over the period of time. And I know, Aaron, this is your favorite part right here. Aaron's favorite. Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah. And then, you know, we were talking about that or whatever. And then, you know, it's kind of like, you know, but is there a need? There is a need for it. I need it. Yeah. I need that part. I'm definitely going to order it.
Well, do you need one or do you need lots?
I need two.
Because he can do everything.
I need two for sure.
Okay. All right. If you were going to order anyways, I was going to say, my stalker is underway. Nice. And he has so much kit with that kayak and everything that I have no problems parting with an extra set of snowshoes. If you need them, I can throw them in that box I'm sending you, buddy.
What's up, Bobby? Bobby Wall popped in.
So, Aaron, that's what I was going to
Dave Lane popped in here.
Yeah, Bobby's the one that questioned why am I doing this one when I should be doing myself? And I'm thinking, if I shave the hat details down, do you think I should do a Crojo, or should I just leave it as a dark, like a build?
Oh, bro, we gotta have the Crojo, man. And I'm telling you, homie, that'll be awesome. That'll be pimp.
You know, I wasn't gonna do like the avatar of yourself on the shelf thing.
No, man, do it. I mean, Crow, you've been wearing a hat since you started the channel.
True, it's true. I have hiding things.
It's definitely you.
King Beastman, 82, I believe it is. He did that with his Joe collection, and it just looks like that extra level of enjoyment. So, okay, Bobby, thanks for pressuring me. I'm going to do it.
Do it. Yeah, no, that'd be awesome.
That was my favorite thing, that Wild Bill head, because it was very personal, but there's a ton of favorites. But, Aaron, what are you working on? Everybody knows you've got something up your sleeve.
I'm working on well, right now I'm working on writing everyone's name down on a list so I can have a drawing here at the end of the live, and we're gonna give away a GI Joe classified, but that's what I'm working on right now.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, if to enter the contest tonight, all you gotta do is make a comment. Your name's being written down. I'm gonna crinkle them up and put them into a can, and we're gonna draw them at the end of the night.
Oh, okay. And
I'm gonna give away a GI Joe classified. Why? Because awesome. I can, damn it.
Aaron's going to give it away. I'm not.
Oh, man.
I'm trying to find something. It's going to be the last thing I show you from Loki Wartooth before, like, my own channel. If I can just one thing. Because
and then I'm going to, after you show that, I'm going to get into some pickups that I found past couple days. I got a whole pile of toys right here.
Yeah, it's one figure that I just wanted to talk about because we talk about the giveaway, you giving a figure away, and I swear to God, I have them all in poly bags right now and sorted.
And you guys know I give them away. There's no fibbing.
All right. I'll hold it up later when I just brought everything down. I'll hold it up later, guys. But Loki makes entire figurines, entire ones that are just as articulated. I've got a couple of those. I'm going to turn into something for the Joe shelf. But
Nice.
if you're ever looking to just start from zero and build something, Loki can take you right. You don't even have to ruin one of your Joes.
Right.
Do it. There you go. I'll show it later. But yeah, let's carry on.
All right. Legend Series, man. You got the mech. See, buddy? See? I send stuff. It might take me a few weeks. War chest full of toys. He says, let's see these trucks. The trucks the Super Vamp is going to be coming out here in a little bit. We're going to be talking Vamp here in a little. Stinky Cat, but he still needs the Techno Viper, man. You do, bro, because that is a badass figure, and you must have it in your collection.
Meh.
For sure. Trying to make sure I got everyone's name that's been commenting. That's how we're playing tonight. Old school. If you guys remember when I started back in the day, that's how it was. We would just draw the names out of the chat, and that's how you would win. And I haven't done a giveaway in a while, so I felt compelled tonight.
And no matter what,
I must.
No matter what, just because it's the way it always worked on the channel, somehow, some way, it's not gonna end up with Woody 222.
Right? Yeah. Oh, Woody 222, and he's laughing his ass off right now. I was me and my wife were going to Target, and man, I was like, man, every time Woody's in the chat and we're talking about some vintage G.I. Joe or some classified G.I. Joe, I was like, he's unbeatable. I was like, I had to throw him off one night and do an 80s TV thing and kind of try. He might have won that one too. I forget who won that one. Whoever won, hey, I know it's either Shane or Woody or Bobby. Who won the 80s night? Because I lost that dang piece of paper I was writing on. Please tell me who won the 80s night, because you have a kick-ass 80s toy that is coming your way, and it's going to blow your mind when you get it. Eric, loving good. I got you, babe.
Bobby won, they said. Woody Triple Deuce is saying that Bobby won that one.
Bobby won it. Bobby,
go.
You got a cool 80s toy coming your way. I'm going to write it down so I don't forget. Bobby's like, you just shipped about $400 worth of stuff to me. All right.
Yeah.
No, Bobby Wald possibly might be coming on a live stream, and we might get to see the Zartan's lair set up. It's probably the base is probably going to be there sometime Friday, I think. Thursday or Friday it's going to be there, and he'll be able to complete and hook everything up and plug it in and power it up, and it should be exciting. And we might get hooked up with Bobby sometime after that, and it'd be really cool because Bobby is a hell of a diorama builder. And custom vehicle builder. I'm not going to say no more because it's the most interesting stuff I've ever seen, to be honest. And if we're lucky and invited into his premises, thank you, Bobby. It'll be an awesome show. So look forward to that when it's coming up. So Neil, hey man.
If you take us through a YouTube tour of things, we're going to keep our hands to ourselves, right, Bobby? So I mean, let's do that.
We'll be good. We promise. I got you down for the win, Neil. And we're gonna just do a drawing at the end. I'm writing everyone's name down that makes a comment. That's all you got to do to enter to win tonight.
There we go.
I think I got everyone. Eric Thurman in the chat, buddy. Eric, are you still curling 90 weight pounds? Huh? Hey, Eric, his name's he's a Terminator, man, like Terminator. This dude was crowing 90 weight pounds for real. I was like, making Big Boa look like a chump. He was like, so I think he even kissed a couple. He was like,
well, Sergeant Slaughter ain't gonna live forever.
Dude has some guns.
Yeah, so maybe we're looking at a younger Sergeant Slaughter in the making.
And I know he's an amazing chef, dude. He can cook so good.
Oh, so he's Roadblock.
He has a YouTube. Eric, you can throw it up there in the chat if you want.
Yeah. Well,
And
I'm gonna put that figure I was talking.
Always got some awesome stuff on there, man. I went and checked them out one night.
This is one of Loki's figures that he sent me. Right, with one of his heads on there.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean these things come.
So that is a full 3D print figure right there, right?
Yeah, and I've got a ton of extra pieces here, so you can see he uses the same concepts of how they're built. Like the designs he's using, it's the same concepts, but they're done differently, right? Very big, bulby joints, but it all locks together. A little bit of hot water, slip and play. It's good to go, right? Very checked out. But yeah, I wanted to show that one time there. That was it. So
Gonzo says, "Did everyone see Crow's van, man? That van was cool. Do you have it with you right now, Crow?"
I do. If you want
Can we see it? Oh, dude, the detail. I want to see it close up. Okay. The detail looked immaculate, man. I was like, holy crap, that cannot be the same van that I remember you showed it to me when you first got it. I was like, oh man, I was like, it's very, very plain, and then you made it look amazing, bro. Congrats. I fell in love with the van when I seen it. I was like, oh, I want him to zoom in closer.
Yeah, I can do a little tour. I did up a little display.
Let's do it. Hang on, I'm gonna try to make you big, man.
Yeah, I was playing with my clutch figure.
You gotta do it. I think I just hit on the pick.
So we got did I mention Cobra got some reinforcements recently? So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got the Cobras, coming out, and they noticed that nice little van over there. And noticed that it's probably a piece of crap.
Dude.
And then over here, we know that those Cobra guys ain't gonna make it.
Bro, where did you get that grid? Is that the grid from Hobby Lobby?
This stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this stuff is crochet matting from.
Oh my goodness! I showed some of that one day.
Yeah.
In fact, I have a sheet in my drawer over here.
There you go.
Because I want to do something. That looks amazing. That is awesome.
So yeah. The nice part about this thing was that if I pop it, and I'll send all the kit flying because we're live. Sorry, trying to do this one.
Yeah, look at all.
There's a nice little ridge inside there, and that actually slid up nicely with a bit of
glue. Wow. Like it was meant to be.
Yeah, and you know how it goes sometimes with a conversion or a model there, and you of all people especially know it's like sometimes you want something in there and it's going to be out of line of sight, so you try to get away with something, and it's usually what costs you, like it'll fall down or something. So it was nice. A 1-year-old toy had that kind of stuff going on.
Man, dude, look at that little. It's like a draped over like blanket over the tire that makes it look so rugged and realistic. Very, very what do you call that when it's world-like? Very world-like vehicle, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but thank you. This is the easiest
like real world.
So Aaron, do you know how to do that? Like, I mean, like it's actually way easier than anyone thinks. I mean, I would be, if you don't know how to do it, I'm gonna love telling you.
The only thing I can guess is a wet paper towel, man. I don't know.
It's a wet piece of Kleenex. All I did
was no way.
I folded
it looks so good, dude.
Into a square, and then I just treated it with a very thick content of glue, water, and paint, and that was it.
Yes. Oh man, that looks so good. That was so smart. I love the waves in it and the texture it puts off.
Well, thanks very much, guys, and I appreciated all that response to it. I know it was a weird thing to see a kid's toy like that. Aaron, I understood completely if you were like, yeah, man, go for it, buddy. But
yeah, just to make such a real world like vehicle like that, like I seen that driving down like a foreign road, where people are trying to get away from like the war or something, like.
Okay, so yeah,
the refugees piled in there, and and just like it looked so real world like.
So that was Thanks for mentioning the overseas stuff, Aaron. I appreciate that. That was something I did on my video the other day, and I introduced everybody to Vimo, because that's kind of like what a lot of these vehicles are like overseas. They're not shrunk down minis, but they're gypsy caravans that are maintained well beyond.
That's right? The gypsy caravan.
Yeah, we in Afghanistan they had some big deuces like with cart gravel and everything, and you would see every color of the rainbow in a mosaic from that area. Like they were just big, like pieces of art, and we called them jingle trucks because they all had bells and things like horns and everything like that. So yeah, I don't know, that was fun, but that's just to tide me over till I get my vamp.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
well, you got had the pleasure of opening a vamp.
That was fun, and I really want to thank Hush Hangout. That's who he is in the chat, but I know him as Jay here in Ottawa. He really solid hooking him up, and like I was saying in that, I did him one in return because he wanted his vamp assembled. But I'm the reason why we're going to be looking at that super vamp again, because I asked Aaron, I said, you know what? There's something about that super van that I've been asked about a lot lately, and I think we need to revisit it.
We are going to bust that mug out. In fact, it is right behind me on the shelf. I don't know if the driving capabilities are charged because it is USB plug-in. It hasn't been plugged in a while. Kids may have ran it dry. But I'm sure I can get the lights powered up, and we'll check that mug out here in a minute for sure.
Right. I'm just looking at the chat trying to read.
Me too. We're all van crazy, man.
It's just somehow going to Gumbo. You guys following? You like that Cajun, eh? You like that Gambit from '97, yeah?
Yeah. You know who I was hunting today? Was Recondo, man. I was trying to come across them in the wild.
Oh, not yet, eh?
Yeah. I didn't get it.
That keeps being a problem because it's I wouldn't say he's a peg warmer here, but he's become kind of available. I'm still waiting on Duke and Scarlet out here. Right.
So it's I guess it was a big enough wave to it like hit different ways, you know.
Cat butt, sorry. Or was that a while ago that he asked that? There you go. Pause the video, stinky cat butt, and then I can put it down.
I'm going back through the comment. I think I got everyone written down finally, so that's good. And we're gonna go into some toys that I picked up. Some we've already talked about, some we've seen, but
yeah, I'm just gonna answer that one last one for Neil. Or sorry, somebody asked if that was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. No, guys, that's a Wonder Toys. It's a preschooler toy line. That's all.
That was Dave Lane. Dave, I got you in. Dave Lane, I got you in for the drawing too, buddy. You guys are all plugged in. I'm just going to keep these in front of me. And Allison Troy, what's up?
Hey,
how you doing? How you doing, girl?
Yeah, girl. What's up, girl?
I catch myself checking out every dang coloring book I come across now because I didn't realize how many I was overlooking. Allison, I got you written down for the free giveaway. All you got to do is make a comment tonight again. You'll get a free toy. If Allison wins, I'm just going to go out. I'm going to find out what Princess Leia she doesn't have, and then she's going to get that one.
Yeah,
if she wins.
That's something we got all the time in the world right now, right, Aaron? Like we're their limits right now. Allison Troy's contest about the Star Wars figs is very compelling. Contest, but it's not a contest. It's everybody having fun with Power of the Force, doing their reviews, all the small channels and everything. I've been listening to Punk talk about it, and I'm gonna find Power of the Force out here.
It's gonna be an epic adventure. I've decided I'm gonna do about 5 videos. Whatever, I'm gonna send some to Punk. I'm gonna send some to Punk. Whatever he picks, and then I'm gonna play some stuff. I'll probably have some Star Wars going through the whole month of May. We're probably gonna bust out like at least 15 videos of Star Wars and opening some kind of Star Wars toy. So I hope you're ready for your Star Wars plug because it's coming.
I was saying to myself, if I find one, I'm hoping I find a Stormtrooper because then I could just repeat the same review over and over and over and change only one thing each time, right?
Right. Got Roman Graham in the chat. I'm gonna write you down, buddy. All right, guys. We're going to take a look at some toys I picked up. Let me get let me get my camera set up.
What'd you get?
Bear with me. I was late to my own show, just like everyone else.
Yeah, man. Sometimes I've seen a chat like wait for 20 minutes for guys to get started, especially at the big shows where they get.
I apologize, guys.
Yeah.
I apologize.
There we go.
All right. This only takes a second. Let me adjust it all.
Yeah.
I can see right where my camera is. I didn't even know that. Dang. Hang on. I got an awful delay. There it is.
That's
all right.
great. Let's see. Yeah, so you're getting a few people telling you that they've got Recondo in their area, like War Chest Full of Toys is telling you.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's why I thought I would be able to pick him up, and like score him like in the wild, right? Man.
Yeah.
And I know I can hop on Amazon. It's just not the same, you guys. It's not the same. All right, let me share this camera.
I'm putting my Recondo off camera because I don't want to rub it in your face.
No, rubby dub, because you know what? You know what Recondo screams? Freaking, what's his name? Oh my God.
Tom Selleck?
No, who's that? Well, I can't think of the name because we're on a live stream right now.
Yes, that's the way, right? Woody knows this. Woody's learned this. Woody talks about videos.
I'm going to add a little camera to here, guys. It's popping in.
Let's go on, Roman. Yeah, we got to get these toys. Where's your toys, Aaron? Oh,
I know. All right. First one was from Amazon.
Whoa,
nothing special.
So, Aaron, did something just happen on your end?
Stinky cat butt. I think something may have dropped, man. Or, I don't know. Yeah, it dropped from we were on 22 and we dropped to 4. I've never seen that happen.
Yeah, did
Crazy.
I offend somebody?
No, couldn't have been us. It's probably a nuclear warhead that went off somewhere or something.
Yeah.
Anyways, you guys are here?
Yep.
We're going to keep going?
Hey. Yeah, sorry, guys. Cobra mass device went off or something, man.
Yeah. Weather dominator, man. It's freaking fluctuating with the matrix. Well, I picked up Airborne finally, man.
Oh, good for you.
Picked up Airborne. Yeah, I didn't have them. And it just wasn't, man. It just wasn't on my radar. And then I was like, I'll get them eventually. I just was waiting for other things, and I was kind of in a tight financial, state at the a couple months ago. So I didn't even pre-order or not. But yeah, I can't wait to open them up.
That one, the financial state, especially with these pre-orders.
Yes, and then you start prioritizing what's the figures that I want to get, What am I doing with all that?
Yeah. That's it's a good point because we were talking, I think you and I talked about it a little bit before, and Down South and I know I've talked about it with Jay. It's when you get a wave release like this and it becomes a financial issue for a lot of people. I don't know who Hasbro thinks their market is, but it's not former millionaire child stars.
Right.
You have to start the hierarchy thing, and then you add to the mix the rumors about which ones are going to sell out very quickly, and oh, shouldn't you get those whether you like them or not? You know.
But so you see how it says there's 2 like watching now, and there's like obviously like 12 in the chat right now. So the watch, don't worry about the watch count, guys. The watch count is going off because the chat is full of everyone.
So the only thing to let us do about that, guys, is to let us know you're here. We're gonna watch the light.
Yeah.
So we know you're.
But you know, StreamYard isn't perfect. But yeah, I scored airborne, man, and I'm happy. Have you picked them up yet?
Yeah, I do have them. I mean, what
was your any downfall, if any of them?
Well, and you haven't opened it yet, yeah?
No, but I'm cool. I'm cool with all that.
So
spoilers away.
The only issue I had with it is not that big of a deal, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, my helmet, the mounting bracket for the NVGs, like the goggle system they come with for him, it just doesn't seat them very tightly. So I put mine away and just put my dust-covered lenses over that, and I'm fine with it. At least I didn't lose them, but I found it like if you just touch the figure the wrong way, I find they were falling off. And I did check.
Oh wow!
Right, so yeah.
And I think I caught that in a review too, or someone had that similar problem. Daredevil Dave, I got you, buddy. I got you in for the giveaway, free giveaway. I see you in the chat.
Turkish Murphy, same issue with you, eh? Same thing, eh? It's disappointing because I love the figure itself. That face sculpt's great. What do you think of it, Aaron? What's your thoughts
on the airborne face sculpt?
Yeah, like on the thing entirely. Like, did it impress you? I know you waited, right? You had to wait, but
yeah, I like how the seriousness that he has, you know, that and look into his eye. I like how you can curl when you curl a figure's face, you know, looking down and their eyebrow, you know, looks a little more appealing, you know, as they go down. And that's what I do with my figs. You know, how do they look from different angles? Yeah, I'm impressed. And again, with the picture on the front, and I don't know why I let them slip under the radar. And I do have them in the vintage line. I do love them in the cartoons and everything. So,
well, it was a big wave, man. Something was bound to slip.
Yeah. And that's just it. You know, we got hit hard, man. My bank account got crushed. So
yeah, I'm the same way. And like I said to Jay at some point, I mean, as a YouTube guy on a new channel, right? Like, we should talk about new channels in between all of this because it's been relevant lately. But as a new channel in my first year, one of the things that you feel a pressure for sometimes is to remain current, right? Like, you got to remain current and relevant. And that pressure can lead you to sometimes pushing that budget further than it's supposed to go, which creates a tension at home. Then again, are you having fun with your channel? Right.
Sometimes you're going to have to pump the brakes, and it's hard to do because you don't want to. And then you're struggling for other ways to make extra income so you can supply your plastic habit. You know, it's sometimes we all have it happen. It happens to all of us. You just got to, you got to know when to pump them brakes a little bit. I do it a lot. And I'm lucky my wife will pull me aside and like, hey, Aaron, you know, well, you know, be careful with what you're doing. I'll be like, yes, ma'am. Yes, Missy Baroness. Yes.
Yeah. And that's just it, guys. When I talk about that stuff, I'm not talking from a higher position at all. I am not in control of it at times. All right. I'm no better than anyone else out there. We all have our constraints and limitations. But I would say, don't ever feel that pressure. As a new channel, don't ever feel that pressure. Like, don't. If you can't afford a HasLab, and you've heard me talk about it, I can afford it, but not on the payment plan, right? Yeah. Don't go for it. Don't. Decisions.
Crow, did you see this? Hey, what's up, Jason Anderson? He wants to know, what's your absolute favorite classified figure right now? I'll you give yours, and then I'll give mine, and it's right now.
Oh,
the one right now.
You would give yours. Okay. Right now, If I were to say my favorite classified figure right now, or the most recent wave, I'd say Clutch. 100% Clutch.
Clutch.
Yeah.
And I did hear you say it. You've been talking highly. Like, hey, and by the way, Crow, what is your chat read right now?
My chat reads 1.
Solid proof. We got a chat full of people. Solid proof that StreamYard needs to get their shit together, especially on my channel. Damn it!
No, I
rotten bastards.
Like
what to say on your guys' screens, guys?
But yeah,
it says 0 now.
Oh,
chat's full.
No, it's fine. Yeah, no, it's Clutch, but Beachhead is like the all-time favorite of the line just because of who Beachhead is. But Clutch is my favorite figure right now. Absolutely. What's yours?
I know I've slipped this out with a couple of y'all. I don't know. I may have said it in conversation or whatever, but man, dude, I am hell bent over Duke, man. The new Duke that was released, Retro Duke and Scarlet, and they're both equally. Those are my two favorite freaking figures right now, and I know they're plain Jane retro, not much to them. Man, you guys just don't understand how much I carried that Duke everywhere, and he was always. I know some people don't even like Duke, man, like Punk with Toys and whatnot. Man, Duke was my man, dude. He was the dude that was, always hell bent, gonna risk his damn life to the final straw, and we're gonna get Cobra's ass, yeah. I love him.
That's what I like here, and you nailed it. It's the simplicity of it all, right? Like you could have a very simple figure and it could still have the perfect level of detail, right?
Yeah.
And I'm jealous. I want mine to hurry up and get on my shelf, but I'm gonna nail you to the wall here, Aaron. The question wasn't what's your favorite retro figure.
Oh, boom, 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 boom. And I think we need to have this conversation too, man. I've been waiting for this. In fact, who was it? Eric Thurman. I hope you're still in the chat, bro. Yeah. And so his question was, Aaron, isn't this the Retro Scarlet? I believe it was the Retro Scarlet video or the Retro Duke. It was one of them. And I said, yeah, it is. Well, how come you didn't say that, man? And the reason why I didn't say it is because everybody that reviewed the retro classified, Scarlet or Duke, they labeled it retro classified Scarlet or Duke. So, this is another thing that goes into YouTube. And sometimes you just got to type out a different way, a different version of it, a different, because we look at all these reviews and what they're named. So I didn't put retro in it. I just put like G.I. Joe classified Scarlet, and then sometimes that'll kick up your algorithm. That'll shuffle you around in different places. Sometimes it doesn't work in your favor. It's weird, but I'll do that just to change the name up. And,
that actually makes a lot of sense. It really does. I mean, it's smart, right? Because you want to get that circulation. And we all know retro and classified are
right.
The same parts.
And for the longest time, and I want to get into that because Bobby B was actually the one who actually got me to change my mind. I separated the retro from the class. I was one of those dudes who was like, no, it's retro. It's not classified. So I was that way for a while. I watched Bobby B's Battleground video, and he was hell bent on it being classified. This is classified. The only reason why I was so hell bent is I do believe, I wish I had a package in front of me. I do. Okay. I got the package right in front of me, right? Yeah. This is a retro Scarlet, okay?
Yeah.
And I do believe that there is not one effing word about classified on this damn package. And that's why I was so hell-bent for the longest time. But I'm reading it over now. I'm reading it over. And that's why I was like, retro's retro and classified is classified. But, of course, same figures, same company, same everything. I eventually come to, I'm agreeing with everybody else. It is retro G.I. Joe classified. So if you call it just G.I. Joe Classified, that's fine in my book now. But for the longest time,
I'm looking in the chat, and we've hit a trigger.
Okay. I've been totally ignoring.
So I'm going to target Bobby and Eric here, or not Bobby, sorry, Woody, and say, yes, I'm aware that retro is very different from classified in the boxing. However, if they are separate figures, then please explain to me why Glenda is coming. Always be classified the way she is. What was that figure, Aaron? Do you know which Glenda we're talking about?
I do. I have 3 of them coming.
Oh, and sorry,
I love the voice, Crow. You got to do the voice for the rest of the show.
when we would that be, Aaron, being used for Glenda in classified?
Glenda is definitely a classified.
Right, but that is the retro Scarlet body. They made the retro Scarlet body and decided to use it for Glenda when they did the project, right? But it was already there for retro Scarlet.
Right. And I realized, like, I'm just being stubborn trying to separate the retro from the classified. I'm just going to call it all classified. It's all made by Hasbro. It's all G.I. Joe. I'm just going to short term it into classified. And yes, we have these lovely retro cards that pop out once in a while to remind us of our childhood and how our original packaging was. Yeah. Isn't that lovely?
Quite honestly, man, if I were to weigh in on that, if I were to see one merge with the other, I'd almost prefer to see classified merge into retro just because of those file cards. Because that is Joe. Because of that box.
Right.
That's Joe. Right? What we're getting is definitely Joe, but those boxes are a coin flip every time. Yeah. Okay, you can go.
And okay. I want to say something real quick. Crow, Allison Troy has done the laborious work of tracking down what's happening. She says every live stream happening right now has off numbers. I'm on a huge stream and in another window with at least 300 people in the chat, and it shows 7 watching.
I know what this is.
StreamYard, get your shit together. I pay too. I pay $50 a freaking month. I don't want no crap. I want my. Better fix them numbers right now.
And I'm hacking. He pays $50.
Tell them, people. I pay for the extra camera. I pay for all this grand luxury stuff we got going on right now. My little picture right over there, and
that's right. And I'm the one feeling robbed here, and I'm
damn it. And they can't get my number count right.
But yeah, so you know what this is?
And torches, baby. Pitchforks and torches.
This is that camp that supported that troll on Punk Stream the other night about the monetization. They've hacked YouTube and StreamYard so that your analytics are all screwed now. Nobody shows up to your lives. You don't deserve a dime, you petty.
Yes, so how many times does this happen? You know, how many times is this happening? You know?
Yeah. Yes. Hey, YouTube, I've had 1,000 viewers before. Come on.
Yeah. Hey, Floyd Williams, I can't click on your name right now for some reason, but Floyd Williams, I'm going to write your name down for the free giveaway, brother. You are automatically entered into a free giveaway. I don't know how long me and Crow are going to go tonight, so if you have to catch the replay to find out who won, that's okay. And I'm just going to go until like Crow passes out tonight, basically. So.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see who does that. Drinking coffee. You got your coffee here, right? Your coffee's on?
Yeah. Coffee's good, man. So I picked up this too, Crow. I know you guys have
yeah.
I know I've already reviewed it.
So
I already have one.
How many
This is my second one.
Yeah.
Now look, this is the weird part, and this is what I was talking we were kind of talking about earlier, and I was talking to Down South. 3-star draw. He's not in the chat tonight, unfortunately. My buddy. Hey, wait, hang on, wait. There's Pop Blender. Is 3-star in here?
Well,
there's Pop Blender. What's up, Pop Blender?
Pop Blender's already picked out what he's wearing tomorrow. 3-star hasn't, right? So,
Inutabi, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? Inutabi is in the chat. I'm gonna try to get clicked on, guys. My
chat is slow too. All 2 people in the chat right now.
My mouse is acting up. It's probably because I sent all that mouse money to Punk last night, and now my mouse is on the fritz, so I'm not going to be able to afford one because I just gave all my mouse money to Punk last night.
Damn. That rich bastard.
Man, he makes so much money.
He's so wealthy, you know, like...
Oh, man.
He needed a dog, so he bought a dog for the show and made it look like Roman. I heard.
Yeah.
Like healthy.
Something like that. That's what I heard. But no, man. So with the Techno Vipers, I originally ordered 8. I had 8 on order. That wave hit hard, man. When I ordered my 8, I had them on Amazon. I didn't realize all those figures would come piling in like that, so I could not get all 8. I reduced it back down to 1. Got the one that was it, man. But this one I picked up tonight. It was in Target. I had some extra money on me, and I got to pick it up in hand. So this will be the one. I try to keep one in the box. This will be the one in the box, and then anything further from there will be put into the army.
Well, I know how much you like that Techno Viper. I know the childhood connection you have with it and things like that. And I know I've heard the mixed reviews on it. You know, I'm not a fan of the colors and things like that, but that 788 variant is one I'll be going after. But when we talked about the hierarchy, it was that one and Big Bola that found themselves lower on the list, just because of the general vibe I picked up off them. But you guys have really made a convincing argument why they're good. I would say that.
Yeah.
And that's
Neil.
Neil's
got one for his birthday coming up. It's on his birthday list.
There we go.
Nice.
Is that one you had since you were a kid, or is that one you've gotten recently to replace the one you've had as a kid? The one.
No, and let me tell you this, guys. I don't have any toys from when I was a kid. I actually partied with everything. And I say that and to give you hopes, like if you've lost a toy in the past or whatever, man, hunt it down on eBay, go looking for it in thrift store, whatever, flea markets. You can still find that toy. And I guarantee, even though it's not the original one you had, it's still going to bring back all them good memories. So don't give up on it just because you lost it as a kid. Go hunt it down. What's up, Tony Figs?
That's a really good point, though, eh? Because, I mean, like, if you think about a toy collecting community, I think that is a very connecting story. Losing a toy when you were a kid, and you're devastated. You're actually freaking devastated at some point. And I think a lot of collectors probably know that one. Like, I know I definitely have one, and I wish I could remember its name, but I know exactly what toy it is. And, I feel for you, man. That's a good
Absolutely. Topic. I just growing up, my collection slowly got, as a kid, it got sold at garage sales. Of course, when you hit your teenage years, you are not thinking about toys. You're not even interested in toys. It was more so music and girls and hanging out with my buddies. And I'm from upstate New York, so we played a lot of hockey in the wintertime, and we rode BMX in the summertime. And that was what we were all about 24/7. So, of course, we did other things.
Same story, right? By the time you hit those last few years of elementary school, you're getting ready for high school. You know about girls. You know what they bring to the table, and you're trying to get in there, and you're not flaunting your toys as much. But as an adult, the first thing you wish you did was hang on to all of them, right? Like, God, I wish I hadn't gotten rid of them.
Yeah. Here's something interesting that just popped up in the chat. I'm going to try to click on it. Daredevil Dave's, he says the like button is freaking out too. I just liked the video 4 times and it didn't even work. Now that's messed up.
That is.
I wonder what's going on with YouTube or whatever, man. It's an interesting Tuesday night. Wow. my chat says 0. My chat says 0, and I can tell right now there's over 20 people in the comments.
Well, I know, depending on how late we're gonna go, I mean, I'm sure somebody else is gonna stream something tonight, and I'll be definitely watching to see who else is reporting an issue like this, right? Go figure, it's got to be ours.
Right.
You know what I mean? You guys trying to grow their channel. What happens? Yeah,
I think we got hacked, man. Yeah, we got hacked, and they're like, you know what? We're shutting that Crow Aaron show down.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm not going to point at the usual suspects, right? But maybe it's one guy going, there will only be one G.I. Joe headquarters on the YouTube tonight.
No, he wouldn't dare. I do like that. There can only be one.
Yeah.
Woody 222, yes, you know it, brother. Didn't we all? Oh.
Yeah, I mean, YouTube subscription problems aside, you got the Techno Viper, you got Airborne. Don't tell me you got another one. Did you pick up more?
Yeah, well, I did, man. I picked up one more tonight, and I got a few that I picked up. Dude, I couldn't resist, man. I had to get this Magneto. And I'm here to tell you guys, like, I'm sorry about the glare and shit. I know that sucks. This freaking head sculpt is off the chain. It looks really good. What's up? The Baroness just walked out. What's up, girl? What's up? What's up? Say hey to everyone. It says 1 in the chat. There's like probably 20 people in. Something's screwy with the YouTube tonight. So
yeah.
Somebody didn't pay the bill.
No, the bill is paid. Trust me. Freaking StreamYard. Whatever it is.
Right on.
Jay Astro said it best. Toy Enhancer and Crow are just too dangerous for YouTube, man.
It's shutting us down, right?
Danger.
Aaron, you talked to me a while ago about something, and I wasn't going to bring it up until you said just that. And I was really contemplating what you were saying. And it's interesting what's happening with toy YouTubing right now, right? The amount of guys coming out doing conversions, doing other hobbies associated to it are starting to come out of the woodworks. And isn't that an amazing thing to see? Isn't that great?
Oh, yeah. The bigger the community gets, because you got to think, and you guys know it, we watch YouTube too. Go figure. I know some toy tubers don't. And you know the main reason why I know some toy tubers don't is because they're not watching videos, and when I tell them about something or I bring up something, they're kind of in the dark, and they're like, oh, well, I didn't even know that happened. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go talk to my friend that knows about what I'm talking about. but yeah.
The guys that don't watch the YouTube videos that I talk to, they come off like the same guys that, like, right away, because they'll tell you right away. Yeah, I'm not one of those guys. I don't do Facebook. I don't do YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Oh, then you've never heard me.
Right. But the bigger the community, the more stuff I have to watch. So if you guys are getting into toy tubing, I'm all for it.
Yep.
I'm gonna watch your channel. I know it might get super huge. The community gets so huge right now, but as far as right now, like I'm catching up with everyone's channel. It might take a day here, whatever, and I'll skip back over in a few days, and because I do have a lot of friends on YouTube now. But man, I love watching all of your channels.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Like it's nice to see people coming out of their maybe introverted or whatever barriers are in the way from following the channel they wanted to start, seeing them start this stuff up, doing it their way because they're excited about it, right? And that's the biggest thing, because anybody can review an action figure, really, just buy one to talk about it, right? But to be passionate about it and to have other interests that stem from all of that, to invest your time and efforts into that, that's a group of people that didn't used to go and make public notices about them, but now YouTube allows everybody to have that forum, right? So it's awesome to watch it go on, right?
Yes.
Right, that was a ramble.
Really, you guys are all doing good, and again, like, the only thing that I can tell you to make your channel grow and to get better is to make videos. If you look, I've only been going about 10 months, 9 months, 10 months. And I try to make a video at least once a day or every other day, and my goal was to make a video for every day of the year. Just make content, because if you go back to my beginning videos, man, you can tell, and I've got some that have blown up, and I watch them now and I'm like, man, that was an awful video, and I don't know why it got so many likes and views or whatever. But you never know what video might just take off on you, you know, and it's crazy how it works sometimes, but that gives you the practice that you need. You know, because of course you should watch your own videos. I highly recommend it. You watch them back, and that's how you can pick out your flaws. Maybe your sound will be bad, and I know I have a shitty ass. We're streaming off of damn shitty ass Chrome laptop right now. That's just because I'm cheap, but yeah, my sound and stuff isn't always perfect, but you'll get better at that. I did not know how to edit when I first started. I'm still learning. I'm getting better. I'm slowly, you know, getting there. But it's a process.
Stinky Cat Butt said it, and I was similar to what I said there last week. He's saying, where's that one? YouTube is the modern version of ham radio's Breaker 19, right? And that's what I was saying before. This is the new Wayne's World generation, right? The cable basement show. Right,
Wayne's World, party time, excellent.
And this is why some of you are hearing the term gatekeeping a lot more, and being told that it's a negative thing, right? One of the big appeals to a guy like Aaron's show, and hopefully to mine as well, is that we're everyday guys on the same budgets you are, and we will find ways to enjoy that hobby when Hasbro does things like breaks your wallet, and you have a reason not to enjoy that hobby anymore. We'll tell you.
That's right. That's right.
You can still afford that hobby a different way, right?
Exactly. And you guys want to know what the hell I did today? I hauled trash up a damn hill from a house and loaded it onto my trailer. And then I took it to the freaking dump and I threw it off the trailer. That's how glamorous my day is. And I went to Home Depot 3 freaking times.
Yeah. And then rewarded
So glamorous.
them with classified figs, right?
Yeah.
Like a good man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Aaron, one of the things I did ask you about was that the super vamp. The reason being is we have a friend of the channel. Subscribed to. If he's not subscribed to you, he will be.
We got 5 in the chat now.
Yeah. They want to try and do the lighting on their own vamp.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Tell you what, guys.
Yeah.
We're going to take a look at it, and we're going to do a crash course freaking wiring thing for about 10, 15 minutes. Okay, I'm going to show you guys how to wire some shit up. I promise it won't take long. I'm just going to show you some simple wiring. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm
This
just
is the
showing the back
super
of the light. There we go.
Right. Okay. Now you see on the back of the lights there, you guys see on if you have your vamp, it's pinned in there. It's pinned into the back of his. Okay. And if you want to put lights in, and that's very similar. What you're looking at, that light piece from the vamp. We're back up to 17. I think they fixed it, Crow. StreamYard, thank you. I did pay my bill.
Oh, it's the algorithm. We had to talk about the vamp.
The algorithm's back.
If you talk about the vamp, you get everything back.
Yeah. Okay. So the vamp's on. We're plugged back into StreamYard. You see, guys, on the back of those lights, what you're gonna do is pop them out, and you'll see there's plastic in there. Okay. And I'm going to show you right now. I buy these on Amazon. They're just called LED RC lights. Just look up LED RC lights on Amazon. They're like this. They come in all colors from blue, red, clear, orange, green, okay? And wiring is so easy. You should not be afraid of it at all. And I'm going to show you a simple example, okay? Obviously, these are the wires, you know, the lights that I plugged in there. But all I had to do was take a drill bit that is the exact same diameter and pour out on these lights. And of course, I popped out the reflectant piece, and you can see the reflectant piece is in there. You're like, Aaron, the reflectant piece is it. I hollowed out and chipped away. If you pop out your blue light lens and it just pushes out, you'll see that it has plastic behind it. All you do is chip away with a pair of dikes or something, you know, real flush. And what I did is I glued that lens back in there because you could just have these lights in there, but I wanted the lens in there too. Okay. Let's go ahead and throw it on really quick. Hopefully the battery is juiced up.
And that was the big thing. If Jay, if you're watching, or if your wife is watching, because I know you guys wanted to tackle the lights for this vamp when I eventually give it back to you. Just realize Aaron also made the entire thing in RC. So the power supply he's using is that. Correct me if I'm wrong there, Aaron, but that's the power supply for not just the lights. That's the whole operation, right?
Okay, I'll explain it real quick when I have this off. Okay, the actual RC that drives the car is plugged into you know, your normal port. God dang, I can't even think of the proper name for that. Same thing you plug your cell phone in with, right?
USB.
Your normal what do you call them ports?
USB.
USB. You see the shit you can't think of when you're live streaming? You got a million other things going through your head. But anyways, it's okay. That charges up the driving system. My lighting system is on an additional battery pack, which I'm going to show you guys.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, and I did this, you know, just because I mean, you could set it, and that's what we're going to talk about. You can set it up different ways, you know. If there's a power supply, yeah, I could have tapped into it, but I didn't want it to drain, you know, as I'm driving, so to speak. Oh my goodness.
Comment I just read. Aaron solved the wobbly wheel situation. Yeah, he did.
Oh, dude, yeah. The pictures I get just from that little wheel movement, oh my goodness, they look amazing.
That's like saying Bigfoot solved the flat tire issue, right?
Yeah. I can't find a screwdriver for the life of me, of course. Here it is. All right. Okay. Let's get this sucker on. All right, on my vamp, the battery pack sits in here, okay? I just got to pop a little screw. And I have a little hole hollowed out to where I could just reach my finger in there or a screwdriver. But I've been chucking it in there because, like, the kids been playing with it and stuff. I could have done a real better job with the location. So you see right there, I just got a little battery pack. You can pick these up off of Amazon too. They're just like it's a AA battery pack. It's got 2 AA's in there, and the only wires that you have to worry about is a negative and a positive. So as long as you follow.
Can you give the full screen to that for a few minutes, sir?
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Sorry.
See, this is what it's like when you got a partner, buddy.
Sorry, I'm not watching the chat either. You're going to keep going on that, and
when you get back to the chat, check out what Pop Blender's telling us. But yeah.
All right. So here's the bottom. Here's the USB charging system. I got my battery pack in there. Put the screw back in. Bam.
That's simple. There you go.
Of course, everything's taking forever. All right.
Slow is smooth, smooth is fast, right? You don't want to rush anything.
And you know, I put some blue lights. It's kind of hard to see on the camera. Hang on. Let me turn this off. But yeah, these are lit up in blue, and these were more like a clear lens. And you can see it's not super bright, but definitely illuminated, you know. Push away this light.
Which is like, now if you think about your HasLab tank, would you say it's the same level of illumination, a little below or a little below? What's the reference to that?
Definitely a little lower than your HasLab. HasLab is pretty bright. I'm trying to get rid of my lighting right now. Hang on, I'm just gonna go ahead and kill the lighting in here for a second, guys.
Yeah. So Eric Thurman, I see the question you're asking Aaron right now. What are you gonna do to the Dragonfly? And I imagine whatever he does, Guys, like, if you think you're not going to have to look up to see it, I'd be surprised. Knowing Aaron, he's going to do something amazing, but
definitely going to illuminate the dragonfly. But again, guys, like on the wiring, these will pop off, okay? And you can see where I just trailed my wire down and boom, I went into the cap. The beautiful part about the vamp, oh shit, sorry.
This is rugged.
Technical difficulties. At least we got 28 back in the chat again. That's cool.
That's really good, actually.
That's what it was. I do too many live streams to know better. But yeah, so when you run it in here and you got the vamp apart, there's plenty of room for you to hook up your wires, do all your connecting. You can put your battery packs down in there. Plenty of room, plenty of room. And
is that your custom Dusty sitting in there?
that is my custom Dusty in there.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that, Dusty.
And my clutch. Yeah. Oh man, if you guys know anything about Dusty, dude, he was definitely riding in the All Striker and the Vamp like 24/7, man, because he had places to go, and they had to drop him off in the desert a lot. So this was a vehicle that they were cruising out there with,
Yeah.
so he can do his recon. And of course, I have a winch. Holy crap! If I can find the controller. So unprepared.
That's all right, buddy. Where are we going to go? We just got the chat back. 29. Hey, guys, while we're doing that, if you're just getting back with us or just joining us late on Aaron's show tonight, you want to hit that like button, buddy. We're trying to get StreamYard and YouTube working. Got to treat it like an old mower. Yank on that chain. The way to do that is do it through the like button. So yank on that like button.
Yeah. And if StreamYard doesn't start working, then we're just going to slap it around a little bit.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's off camera because we're not violent people, but we have objectives here.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Let's see what else.
Pardon me, guys. I'm just strolling around my workshop looking for this damn thing. But yeah, man, it's got a little winch on it. And you can pick up this. This comes from Amazon. Just look up RC 1/10 winch. And you guys, when you see how it fits perfectly in there. Perfect fit. It's the exact same size as the other winch, right? Boom, comes out electronic. Yes, I am pushing the button and it's coming out. And watch, I'll push the other button and it goes back in. Go figure. Got to keep a little tension on it, guys, because that is a cable in there. It's not a chain. But for $20, man, oh, dude, I couldn't resist slapping it in there.
Bro, I mean,
absolutely.
There's a reason you called it the Super Vamp, right? It was just what a perfect, what's the word? What a perfect little thing for you to focus your energies on when, especially a guy that knows how to do wiring, that loves Joe, can see all the fake features that they put on the Vamp and realize they can be very real with just the right amount of effort, right? So,
yeah,
that's why the guy, when he asked me, he was like, do you know how to wire lights on the Vamp? I'm like, bro, watch this video. And that's why I talked to you offline when you asked me to join you tonight. I was like, yeah, because I wanted you to show that again.
Oh, yeah. Super Vamp, man. And so this is the best part, guys. All that wiring done and everything. It's so easy, super easy for you guys to do. I want to do a little crash course just for a second, all right? Maybe 10 minutes of your time. You can start off with something simple. Hooked up to a 9-volt battery. You can get these connectors off Amazon. And these are called JT connectors, all right? These are just simple, small connectors that you can connect a battery pack to a light source. Here's a for instance. Here's some nice floodlights. How many vehicles do you guys have? These also come with, I don't have them with me, but they come with swivel mounting brackets that you can just screw to whatever vehicle you want. You can run your wires along anything, use a little hot glue here and there to keep them. You can also use, let's see here. You can use shrink tubing, which is like this, and you can sleeve your wire and then heat it with a heat gun. And what that does is give you a nice black sleeve all along the way. Nice and clean if you want some clean work. But yeah, these floodlights, here we go. I'm just going to plug them into my 9-volt tester that I got off of Amazon. Real cheap stuff, man. Oops, plugged it in wrong. And bam, I'm lit up. I'm lit up. I know my lights are working. Damn, those are bright for a 9-volt battery, huh? How many vehicles do you have that you'd probably want to mount some nice, bright, you know, floodlights like that on? I know I got a shit ton. And simple stuff like that. Now you're saying, I know, Aaron, I know you just hooked up these connectors and stuff. How do I make the connection? You know, that's the hardest part for me. How do I make the connection? It's very simple. I'm going to make a connection right now, and you'll see it's only going to take a couple minutes, and I'm going to walk you through it. And this is the guaranteed connection that will work every time. What I'm going to do is cut the wire in half. Same wire on the lights we just seen light up. Bam. Split that in half. Split these wires. They are marked black and red. Black's always being a ground, and red is always being your hot feed. So as long as you keep those in mind the whole time, if you're like me and you got savage hands, you can, well, I got no fingernail, so, but you can mainly strip those wires with just by pulling on it with your finger. Of course, I'm not having no luck.
I just came back and found out 3 stars in the chat now.
Yeah, what's up, buddy? You finally joined the fun, man. It's been a crazy night. StreamYard's been messing with the counts and everything. But apparently Allison Troy informed us that it's going statewide, so there's trouble everywhere on StreamYard tonight.
It's the same program and software we use at election time, right? When it counts state votes.
Exactly. Exactly. They're just doing a little test run with it.
I joke, I say we, but I'm Canadian. It's the same stuff you guys use.
So I put my heat shrink sleeve in there, right? I'll just do one end. This is just simple soldering. It's nothing fancy, nothing super perfect, but it gets the job done. Okay, I know there's more technical ways to do it, maybe more better, efficient ways, but I'm going to show you guys the quick way. And while I'm blabbing, I'm melting plastic on my table. Let me put out that fire. All right.
Oh man, I gotta find my charge cable. There it is.
So here, I'm gonna show you how to make a connection real quick. If you guys are ever nervous about soldering, what I do is I just twist my connections. Okay. I got a little flux in my hand right now. You can get this from not Radio Shack. Probably can't even find a Radio Shack, but it's just flux. It's just gooey stuff. It's for soldering. Okay. And it helps draw the solder into it. Not that you need it. It's going to go in there regardless if I use the flux or not, because it's and this is a real cool trick that I do. I just line my little solder wheel, and I can get this from any hobby store. Hobby Lobby carries it. You can get it from Home Depot. Hobbytown USA is a good place. You got a Hobbytown? And bam, I wrapped it around there a little bit, and I'll just touch it to it. Bam, you see that? Instant, nice little solder job right there. It was instant. Sure way that my 2 wires are joined together. Okay. Cools instantly. You don't have to wait for it to cool down because it happens pretty quick. I'll just fold that back and ride my sleeve over it. Okay. Now I have my heat shrink sleeve all plugged in. Use an old trusty heat gun. Bam. and you see it's all heat shrinked nice and tight around the solder joint that I just made. All right, Carl, I'll do this one, and you can go ahead and take the, I'm going to pop us off here, back on full screen. Oh, I lost Crow for a second. Maybe it's just my computer.
No, I hit the wrong button.
Sorry, guys.
There we go. I was reading a comment there from 3-Star Draw and the others there. One of the comments that I asked, can you substitute Hobby Lobby with Michaels?
Both back on here.
Yeah. So yeah, there was a question about whether Michaels is a good place to get some of that stock. That's where I shop for some of this stuff, but I don't. For some of Aaron, I mean, Aaron, do you shop at Michaels at all for any of this?
I do shop at Michaels. Michaels is just as good as Hobby Lobby, in my opinion.
There you go. Sorry, guys.
Very honest.
And, so, yeah. Okay, so Michaels is good to go, but I mean, they wouldn't sell RC stuff, clearly.
The RC stuff, just grab on Amazon. It'll be at your house in a few days. It's very, very cheap. And just look up, like, mainly if you're dealing with RC 1/10, RC lighting, if you type any of these in, you're going to see things like these. These are the lights, you know, and you can buy some wire. With the connectors, just look up JT connectors, RC JT connectors, and you're going to see stuff like this. These are your connectors. So you can connect your power supply from your, or you can buy a shut-off switch for it. And it's really fun working with wire. And remember, just as long as negative is negative or red is red and black is black, you can't go wrong, man.
And if you're colorblind like me, ask for help.
A lot of fun to play with, especially soldering and
so
once everything lights up.
That Sevens Wild that we were talking about earlier before 3-Star showed up, he's confirmed that's going to be at 8 o'clock. That's his time.
Yes.
He is an hour behind our usual time, if I remember right, because he's out of he's out of Tennessee. Is that right?
Yes, I believe. Is it Tennessee or one of the Carolinas? Holy crap! Now, 3-Star is going to kick my ass for not telling everyone where he lives.
Well, because it's 3-Star state, right? Like, I'm trying to remember. You explained it, but correct us.
I always thought Texas was a 3-Star or something.
I don't know. I'm Canadian. You're all stars.
I'm just a freaking, and I'm just a Polish redneck.
We gotta look at that chat.
Hey, let me unplug this bastard because if I burn the house down, Missy's gonna kill me. We're safe.
Yeah, Guy wants you to
unplug your solder iron after you're done. Yeah. For sure.
So yeah, it's Tennessee, and Guy M's concerned you're inhaling the solder smoke, and
yes.
Be careful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guy M, I gotta write you down, bro. I gotta write you down for the giveaway. Sorry, guys. I just wanted to do a little crash course wiring thing because a lot of people are nervous about doing it. I understand that. Just work with those 9-volt batteries. Get those simple connections. You can find all that stuff on Amazon. And just take it slow. Wire your stuff up. Plug in your battery and check it out, you know.
And guys, the big thing about all of this is be realistic with what the goal is of your conversions, right? Aaron's got a lot of experience. He does. That's why you see him doing bold things with a lot of expensive toys like the Vamp every now and then. All right. But he also has redundancies in place. It's not his only Vamp. And he's prepared for it to go wrong if it needs to, right? And it's the same thing with anything you're going to tackle. Man, if that's going to come at a cost, if you think there's a gamble that you're going to be very disappointed, maybe hold off on that project, go back to a piece of paper and work out where you see the problems coming. I guarantee you, Aaron probably stared at that Vamp for quite a while before he started executing that task. And you can take me off full screen, man. I don't need to see myself puffing.
Or I do. I don't know. Maybe I lost everybody. Is the chat frozen? Okay, Aaron must be taking a break. That's what it is. Maybe. I don't know. Don't try this whole at home PSA. Yeah, it's just a warning because that's something I always do. I always like have big plans, right? And then about halfway through a project, you start realizing, man, I needed to do my planning a little bit more. And that's why, like, for guys following any of my projects, I've got some stuff that you haven't seen continued. Good, Aaron's back. Hey, warn me next time, man. I'm like,
you talk shit about StreamYard, they'll kick you out of your own damn show, damn it.
Did they?
The good thing about coming back is normally like the glitchiness or it's normally better when I come back into it.
Yeah. Hey, can I ask you for a favor?
Yeah, sure, bro.
Just because I'm doing this from my iPhone. I've been staring at Stinky Catbutt's comment about a great shitty ass show for the last 10 minutes. Can we get a new one?
I wanted to leave that there until the bitter end because I thought that was the best comment of the night.
Yeah, I mean,
and I was gonna wait until someone said something. But yeah, Stinky Catbutt is the man.
Yeah.
And I thought it deserved a lot of time, and it did get it. So don't try this at home. Yeah, so this is how far behind I'm in the comments, guys. So I'll catch up. Oh yeah, 3-star. I gotta write you on the contest, bro. Sorry.
Yeah, so thanks again for showing us lighting Hush Hangouts. If you're watching and your missus has any questions about that, make sure you follow Aaron the Toy Enhancer, and you just leave a comment at some point. Say, hey man, I do have some questions, and like I said, we'll work it out, get you an answer at some point, right? Because it's we talked about gatekeeping, and that's one thing Aaron's really good at, and all of us really promote is there's no point in gatekeeping. It doesn't help anybody in the community. It just helps one person. And
obviously. Wasn't there somebody, in fact, somebody complimented me this week for not gatekeeping. I can't remember who it was.
It was Iron Ben 42.
Iron Ben? No, that's not it. Iron something 2000.
No.
What was his name?
Something. Paul. David.
But anyways, it was really nice of him. It was really nice of him. I do appreciate that. I don't think I ever heard him talk good about a toy tuber.
No, and that's the big thing. Let's just really quickly talk about some YouTube stuff for a second, all right? Because it's been coming up a little bit. Right? What's that?
It's YouTubeology time.
YouTubeology. Right? I said it today, man. This is a rough place to try and navigate your way through when you're starting out on what the ethics and the moral issues are when you're visiting other people and saying stuff. And you guys have heard me. I've made mockeries of some content where I felt it was too negative and things like that. And that person has come up. And I just take it with a grain of salt, guys, because the one thing that YouTube content creators have for each other is an utmost amount of respect. You might not see it in some of the stuff we say, but it's there. All right. What you will hear is when that respect gets lost. Right. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say about that.
Yeah. Grievance. You just got the comment of the night, and you know that, buddy.
I'll try.
I'm writing you down for a prize. Making sure you're on the list.
Yep. We gotta talk sexy after Grievance so you can get this job done. Hi.
Grievance is in the list. Someone caught the redneck Pollock. Stinky Catbutt likes that. That's right, baby.
That's one thing I miss about being in the chat instead of being in the cameras. I can't read all the chat at the same time, so you miss some real good one-liners, man.
And Shane, Crow asked me, and I don't have no problem with it on my laid-back chill stream like this.
Yeah.
If we were a guest on someone else's show or whatever, probably wouldn't do stuff like that. But
I'm gonna explain this for a second, guys. I've talked about it on my channel. I've got a few ailments, and what this does for me is actually tones down anxiety. And like I might seem really relaxed in front of a camera, and I do
a pretty good job of owning a room that I walk into usually, but don't ever think there's not anxieties about talking to a group of strangers. There are, right?
Oh
So
yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah.
I'll do this and
Yeah.
finish what I was doing because it's a good point,
No,
Shane. I agree with
no
you.
need. Hey, how many times have you guys seen my chunky butt get up from this table or what? I'm not turning that. I don't think I've ever turned on no cover screen. But yeah, let's go ahead and I got a question for you guys. I know you guys seen a lot of customs, and there was one, the Deep Six. Do you remember seeing that custom or hearing about that custom, Crow?
The Deep Six?
Yes.
I'd seen it mentioned in a chat, but I had no idea the reference they were making. So yeah, I'm gonna play ignorant on that one too.
Right. Someone said it was made out of a Buzz Lightyear, I believe.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I could see that.
Anybody in the chat, did you guys see or hear about the Buzz Lightyear Deep Six? And if so, well, anyways, I wanted to pop up. Dude, I came across a Buzz Lightyear. It was in a Ross.
Sure.
Whether this was the one that they made the Deep Six out of or anything
Now that
like
I've
that,
heard of it, yeah, I can see
I don't
why.
know. I don't know, but he was only $4.99. And I'll tell you right now, this thing is heavy.
Oh yeah.
He is super, super heavy, stout heavy, like holy smokes, you know? Like, I've never felt it. He's so heavy, I gotta pop him out of the box right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's do that because I have seen some Buzz Lightyears out here. I wasn't even thinking about Deep Six yet in conversion land there, but I can see it. I can see why. Yeah, for sure.
Gonzo said, yeah, he is. Is this the Buzz Lightyear that the custom got made out of? I haven't seen it. I couldn't find it when I did, but I didn't spend a lot of it. Or is he's heavy. Sorry, guys. I know that sounds awful.
Here, just give yourself the whole screen for a couple of minutes, would you, Aaron?
Okay. All right, let's check them out. I'm all peeking around my laptop because it's in front of my big screen. Dude's heavy.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know the head looks cartoony. You're gonna switch out the heads for sure, but
yeah, and I don't know if I can do it out of this one. I don't know if it's the Deep Six. You know, this is the one that they made it out of. But
so I'm hoping Wraith Mace is in the chat tonight at some point or watches this later if he didn't, because what I'm looking at, if I can be that guy, is while I can understand it, we're running into a body proportion issue here, right? And it's just like what they talked about early in Warhammer 40K with Space Marines. That is a massive upper torso for a teeny tiny lower waistline. And if you think about the way the shoulders must operate inside that, you're dealing with a little bit of genetic mutation inside there, right?
it's a buff Deep Six, man.
Yeah. But I'm wondering if the conversion, the one that is circulating, if all he did was switch out the legs. Because, I mean, that's the workaround, right?
I'm not sure, but I picked him up regardless. He was $4.99. I know my son will play with him. And I was like, this looks like a well-articulated figure, you know, even though he's very cartoony. It's Buzz Lightyear, man.
For sure.
But super, super articulated. $4, I couldn't resist. He's got all kinds of little crazy like things on him, and
yeah, I mean, like
he's got a little hinge work to him, and
if it's got features, that's even better. Does it have the dome?
Dude, that's what I was looking. That's what I was looking for. I was like, where the hell's this helmet? Because it better have one.
I mean, that's kind of why you want it for Deep Six, right?
Yeah, and I don't even think they have it. I got the big jetpack. Okay.
Does it fold out of his chest anyway? Like, can you pull on something and that dome slides out of his torso or his back?
Maybe I threw it out. I don't know, but I don't see it. And I got some wings.
Okay.
What the hell, man?
No, take a look at the torso again. Take a look and see if that pops out of that green line.
Wouldn't
Like,
that be cool?
if you pull back on the hood.
Wouldn't that be cool? But man,
Oh no, it doesn't.
I don't see shit.
How did you not include that?
What the hell what a jip, man. They
That's
gave me
so
this.
Well, there's your challenge.
Oh, he's going right back to Ross. No, I'm not taking no challenge on this guy. This guy's done. Look.
All right. But wait, Aaron.
Yeah.
If you can't do Deep Six, you know who you can do? General Hawk.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Can
Look
you
at that
not?
jetpack, man.
Is that not the same?
To infinity and beyond. You guys knew it was going to happen.
Yeah. Had to.
All right, we're going back to dual cam.
Yeah, I'm heading back inside now.
Anyways, probably ain't the Deep Six. Yeah, man. Pop Blender said, Pop Blender, you've been peeking in my damn garage. I just imagined a ton of empty cooler plastic package all on the floor. Dude, if I could pan the camera down, you've been peeking in my garage, man.
All right, let's.
I told you and Darren can just pop in when you come over. You ain't got to do all that outside my house like paparazzi.
Is that Pop Blender peeking in?
Yeah.
Moving downstairs.
Okay, I got that, and I got this guy. I'm not gonna open this guy up. It's a little Pirates Caribbean from the same Disney, you know, whatever that is.
Is that Jack Sparrow?
Microverse. Yeah, but look, he's got a skeleton arm. That's the only reason I bought him.
Oh my gosh.
Because he
Hang
had
on.
a skeleton arm. I was like, that's dope.
You know, I've got a healthy respect for the Jack Sparrow. You know that, right?
Do you?
Man, that is probably the best outside of playing Hunter S. Thompson and Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. That's the best Johnny Depp role you're going to see. And
Oh yeah.
I mean, that guy was bold enough to play Tonto in Lone Ranger, for God's sakes, and he even made that good. You know?
Oh, yeah. My favorite Johnny Depp movie is Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, bro.
Oh,
And I love it.
Better time before I saw the bats. Right?
We watched that movie over and over when we were growing up.
Oh yeah, yeah. I had my own copy of that movie. I'd watch it every week in the background, man.
I'm going to show you guys my last pickup, and then I'm going to let Crow take over because I feel like I've been talking way too much tonight.
No,
And,
it's your show, man.
We'll talk about whatever. But one more pickup I did, you guys. I did. You may have seen it in my video where I was toy hunting, and I picked up the Garbage Pails. Kids at Play.
Oh, what is that?
Kids at Play.
Is that like a box of cards? Like
This is the new Garbage Pail Kids that you can pick up right now in your local Target. If you're fiending for some Garbage Pail Kids and you need some GPK in your life, this will do it for you guys, and you can pick it up right now in Target. All right, I'm gonna open one pack real quick because I haven't seen these, and when I did see them, I think I did my toy hunt video maybe like last week or something, or a week ago, and there was 4 boxes, and when I got there tonight, this was the last box.
oh
so-
wow.
So I took it, and they're not cheap. It's like $25 for this box. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you something, guys, about this. All right, there's 10 packs, exclusive parallels. Okay, there's different special cards that you can actually find in these boxes, and I'm not shitting you, man. Out of the first series that was running just not too long ago, a year or two ago, holy shit! I seen one card sell for like $20,000. I shit you not. It was a one of a one kind card, and that's the coolest part about the GPKs that are going out.
So I'm gonna ask: are those made by a company called Upper Deck?
This is Tops. This is straight from Tops.
I think that's one of their subsidiaries, anyways. Yeah, that's
boom.
Those special insert cards that's a collector's market, man. Like they are gold when you find them.
So to a collector, I could be opening a gold mine right now. It's kind of like scratching a lotto ticket, you know? It's weird shit. Pretty interesting.
Like with the hockey.
Not a lot of people know about it.
Yeah, I would chase hockey cards like that, you know, like rookie cards and special one of a kind cards. You'd always cheer when you find one.
Oh yeah. So I'll just show a couple real quick, and then we'll.
Yeah, please.
This one is Twisty Christie, man. Twisty Christie.
Oh, you gotta give full screen for these, man. You do.
And she's all twisted up on the playground. I keep looking around my laptop. I don't know why. All right.
I'm gonna have a look at the chat here while you do that. They want to know how much was that box, Aaron?
$25 for the box. You get 10 packs. This is Hugh Finder, like Viewfinder. His name is Hugh.
Hugh.
Scallop Ted. Guess he's like
Scalped potatoes kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or sculpted. Oh,
Looks
it's
like-
sculpted. Oh,
Looks like shit. It. Looks like shit on the shingles to me. How many of you guys heard your grandma say that? Shit on the shingles.
I've never heard that saying before.
That is normally with the canned corned beef, the little slices, and then you mix it with gravy and you put it on toast. Shit on the shingles. I know someone in the chat has had it.
Oh. I'm trying to picture that doesn't sound the worst thing. It just bad name.
Good. It's good. It's simple. It's quick. It's cheap. It was a poor man's,
Yeah, but
it goes right up there with like a fried bologna sandwich, which I still eat to this day because it just tastes good.
Tuna and craft dinner up here. Tuna and craft dinner.
Yeah, I like tuna and tomato soup.
There you go. Oh, that's interesting.
Silly Billy.
Oh, Silly Billy.
Just got his boogers going everywhere. Super boogers.
He's so ridiculous.
Jeez, guys.
These Garbage Pail Kids make you want to do little voices anyways, right?
Oh, yeah. Stretchy Steven.
Oh, that one's like right out of a Romero movie.
Right?
Mm.
I can imagine that would feel refreshing, just running your fingers through your brain a little bit. It's like,
Yeah. Oh, those bath salts. That must be what that.
Oh. Here's an interesting one. We got Hurlin Henry. And kind of looks like a boy in the bubble, and he's just been in the bubble moving around a little too much. A little free flow there.
Oh. That's it's like, yeah. I try to remember my younger years when you discovered hard liquor for the first time at a party, and you leave the party hurling like that.
Right? This one's for Woody 222 right here, and it's Stank Hank. Okay, I do see some fart wind in this one.
We're gonna pick that conversation right where Lawrence left today.
Fart.
What are those clouds?
Woody 222, put up the fart wind, bro.
Yeah. That's what it was. First.
Everyone put up fart wind. Put it in the chat. Hey, Daredevil Dave does absolutely remember the shit on the shingles. I'm sorry I haven't been on the chat.
Yeah, let's get that up. And hey, if you guys are in the chat, thanks very much for coming.
After school snack.
Hit that like on the way out.
I wasn't the only one.
Yeah. I'm just reading the chat too there.
Dreadnought K6, man, I got you down for let me get you down for the win. We're gonna do this drawing here soon, guys. Okay.
Oh. Yes, and it seems Neil Glacurto has some experience in theater, for he says that we are performing well like a modern day Shakespeare, but we don't rhyme, and we're not dead. Well, we were. We had one person in the chat earlier, no likes.
Yeah, it went down to one
We
person.
were very dead.
We obviously had 30 the whole time.
No, we were dead. Neil's wrong. We were very dead.
All right, I'm clicking us back on. Hey, what's up, A Punk with Toys? Come here looking for the G.I. Joe base. What's up, Lawrence?
No, gotta start.
No, I can't tell you about that, man. That's top secret information. I can't tell you anything of where I got it or nothing.
Gates are locked.
The gates are closed, right?
But Aaron, that's a good point. Where did you get that thing again? What was the guy's name?
Man, the guy is actually in the chat, and
Oh dear.
he does I believe the best way to get in touch with him, and you know, Iron Ken did put it out there, was his Instagram. His name is Neil, and here we go. He's probably has so many G.I. Joe bases right now thanks to Iron Ken 3000. But yeah, I'm gonna pop him up. This is my buddy Neil. Neil was new to the line. He started collecting. I had some extra G.I. Joes. You guys know that. I broke off some of my extra G.I. Joes, and we did some trading, man. So Neil has the hookup on the 3D print. It is very clean. And honestly, guys, for all, like, holy crap. I got it in a box right now because I just broke it out. I broke it down from my display table. And you guys got to think, when you see G.I. Joes in the boxes or prints in the boxes, it's because I'm moving them around, or I do set them up and display them all the time. Don't think that I keep my shit in boxes. It's just to move back and forth between my room display and all the. I have 2 review tables going on right now. So yeah, so you know they end up in boxes sometimes, just being transported. But
yeah, I can relate. That. Doing that with my shelves too. So every Joe I have is you know, they're in a monkey pile right now, and you can just hear people going, "Oh, you bastard!" You know?
Hey, Lawrence, if you're still in the stream, man, did you see all that crazy stuff about? Well, Allison told us all the live shows were not showing the proper numbers for the people in the stream. Isn't it crazy?
Yeah, we were, and then Neil said we were dead.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember what Neil said.
Neil said, I need to buy more printers.
Yeah, no kidding, eh? And that was the nice thing I did like about Ken doing a follow-up video about that. I mean, like, let's talk about that video for a second, because we joke about it. But I mean, there was some cool stuff going on in that video, because one thing Ken did, he did one video where he talked about where he got it and how excited he was about having it. And Neil, that's all because of you and Aaron. Yes. But then he did another video and he showed how versatile it was, right? He did some stacking. He showed what it's like to add some features to it. He talked about
really modular.
Yeah, and switching scales, what the potential for that, going down to the O-ring size with it. Like, it was a good video. It was good exposure. And, you know, and like we're saying here on this live, it started with Aaron, right? Aaron and you working that deal. So, but yeah, that's where Punk can get that, right?
Absolutely. And I mean, honestly, you know, it's one of the best. That's what I was getting at by like how much he sells them for 200. You know, you pay the shipping. For how much material he's pumping out into these prints, and it comes with a bunch of these. It goes like, I think it's like 38 inches long. It is long, and you can stack these different components however you need be. He does put a finish edge on certain sides, so you can have a finished look on the edge if you like. I mean, very, very awesome. And if you do get one, you know, this is the only potential part that you want to pay attention to. Be careful as you're moving it around. Of course, we all know that with small, thin 3D printed parts. The quality is amazing. He puts a little bit of paint in there, and bam, you got a G.I. Joe modular base that you can shuffle around and acquire to any shelf space that need be, you know, to display your Joes. And like you guys seen on the channel, it's really, really beautiful.
Yeah. And
one of my favorite display for G.I. Joe right now, obviously, since I've been doing all my reviews in front of it,
And I know we got a lot of very creative guys in the chat that do dioramas, that do photography and things like this. So beyond G.I. Joe, you're looking at another Star Wars set. You're looking at a Marvel set. You're looking at a lot. Any action figure line can benefit from a set like that, right? And who says you can't paint it? You can paint it. You can do whatever you want with that. And that's what I like about this community and what we're doing with these lives and these talks is we joke about the gatekeeping, but it's important you don't do it, right? Like it's really important you don't do it.
But gatekeeping, you know, it just seems like if someone like, you know, if somebody wants to know where you got something or how you did something, it's because they want to be creative. And that's one thing that I'm going to push through my channel is creativity. I want to inspire you guys to build dioramas.
That's right.
I want to. Crow wants you guys to build custom figs. He wants to see what you're doing. He wants new ideas. And, you know, that's how shit just evolves, you know, and gets better and better and better and better.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, nobody ever claims they're going to be the top guy. The ones that do that, they're just, you know, it's a pipe dream. You don't go into these things doing that. But it's the fun thing is when you see something that somebody else saw, and maybe sometimes you suddenly get introduced to this whole new train of thought. Like you didn't ever think that way. And now that somebody else showed you how that is applied to this great hobby, like collecting classified and building shelves, you start thinking that way. And it's just, that's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Guys, if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm cutting each of your names up and I'm wadding it into a ball. And we are going to do a drawing here real shortly.
I want to show something that Loki sent me. That
okay.
I'm going to give everybody a little, hey, this is coming to my channel.
Can I give you full screen? Can I give you full screen?
Sure, just for
so I can get my smoke on.
I don't want to tie up the draw. I know a lot of people are eager to see what the results are. I'm eager to see. But so you guys know I'm talking a lot about Loki Wartooth. We all are because he's active with our channels. If anybody's reading Skybound right now and reading about the Cobra Commander series, you'll kind of pick up on what I'm laying down here. And if you're not, you could go to Billy in Action Comics and have him get you caught up on that. Who doesn't go into this thinking they're going to be the top guy? I do. Yeah, well, I mean, not off the start, you don't.
Punk, I just written your name down for the
there you go.
prize.
So you guys know I am one of the guys who cannot stand the concept of Cobra Law whatsoever. I'm not a big fan of the idea of this big winged nemesis enforcer, nor do I really care about Globulus or any of them. I don't. I think that's jumping the shark for the line. But they're coming, and I have to get behind it one way or the other, or else I'm just not going to enjoy some of these releases the way I want to. Cobra Commander introduces us to a different version of a Cobra Law character that looks a lot like this. Okay. So what I'm showing you is this is a promotion for one of Loki's soft good pieces. It's a baseball cap, simple baseball cap. I have a few of these. I'm throwing one at least into the 350 prize on my channel. Plug. But
plug away.
They're great little ball caps. They fit great on any of your classified figures. Some have headphones, microphones, if you want to think about vehicle crew, things like that, conversions. Maybe your Lady J hat doesn't sit well with you and you want a better one, right? But if you're reading Cobra Commander issues 1 through 3, eventually you meet a guy in a suit like this wearing a hat. And he's very tied to Cobra Law. And that is one of the conversions I'm working on. The figure is some WWF or WWE wrestler guy that I don't know. Because he's much larger. And that was the big thing. Here's Flint. And here's this guy, right? He's about a full foot. So think of somebody large from Cobra Law.
Yeah.
That is who appears in the comics. There you go. You can take me out full screen. I'm shy.
All right. I'm going back. Who was that? Who was that big dude from the 007 movie? Jaws. Remember Jaws?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or what's the really cliche guy that flings the hat?
Oh yeah. It was some. Oh man, what was his name? It was some racist sounding name, I think. I can't remember. I watched 007 all the time. All the movies with my grandma and shit. And she's the one that got me into it.
Yeah. So I
And,
got
like-
just one comment there. It's where is it?
Where we at?
Stuart is Stinky Cat, but Aaron, come back. I feel like I'm watching a QVC. Yeah, I have to plug Loki a little bit every now and then, guys. It's he's deeply rooted between Aaron and I's channels, and we consider him like, you know, one of the backyard guys, like supplier for sure, right? So it's,
Yeah.
if we're gonna talk about anything, are we shills to Loki?
Probably. Probably. He's
Loki's
won us
earned
over.
it.
What can we say?
Loki earned it, right?
Loki wasn't even in the chat tonight because he's so busy trying to catch up with all the 3D printing that I bought.
Yeah.
All I can imagine Loki passed out next to his bed with a Red Bull in his hand and my 3D prints just roaring.
Yeah. So, Aaron, I am going out this Thursday and I'm going to try and pick up a bunch of these. I know you wanted one. These jet skis and kayaks.
Yes, buddy. Yeah, I cannot find that in my area, man. Those look so dope too, man.
So these are from the Barbie line. So if you don't collect Barbie, what's wrong with you? Are you even really collecting toys if you don't collect Barbie? No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I just went to the dollar store, but they're in like these poly bags, right? So I'm doing mine up as little Night Force vehicles because I painted this one today, but this is from a thrift store that I found.
That's awesome too, man. I really
That's
like
my
it.
little Night Force hovercraft. So I figure a little water assault.
Mini little mini fan boat. That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's a grand total of.
That's something I want to make in real life.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those would be fun. But there's also the kayaks as well. So I'm going to show those because if you can find these are at a place called Dollar Tree here in Canada. And if you guys got Dollar Tree in the States, if not, it's got to have an American.
We do have Dollar Tree. Is that where you got them from?
Yeah, Dollar Tree. Okay, so
I was going
here's
to the
an
wrong
example
place.
of why it caught my attention. There's snow job in a kayak. Right there.
Nice.
Right. So
Now, is that the Dollar Tree kayak?
yeah, that's the Dollar Tree kayak. This is a
It
Barbie
opens up like
kayak.
that. What?
So the only thing wrong with it was that the oars were too big, right? So I'll just make new oars. That's
Yeah.
all.
And man, we all know that kayaks come in all different sizes. I mean, I got a couple right behind me that are like 10-footer, 12-footer. I've seen them all kinds of sizes.
Yeah. And yeah, exactly. Like some of them are 2-seaters. And if you Google, the
Yeah, you got
military
2-seaters.
has use of kayaks, right? Like I shared it on my channel because I was talking about the V2 Stalker and I want to do that. Loki sent me the parts for that. But if you look online, just Google military kayak, you can see special forces units have a diverse array of equipment that you would be used to seeing at a Cabela's or like a gun shop on the city
Right.
street. You wouldn't think the military uses them, but they do, right?
Right. Dreadnought K6 says, I prefer a canoe.
Sure. Let's find a Barbie canoe. Yeah, it's funny what you see conversions coming out of sometimes, right?
Right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Crow, will you entertain for a second? I gotta find a condom jar.
A condom jar.
I mean a jar, just a regular jar to put these.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna show the van again. There you go. There. Look, we're looking for a M&M jar. That was the actual line, M&M jar. So there's the gambler, right? There's Clutch's ride because the Crow was cheap and didn't get the vamp in time. Oh no! Right, so, hey, there we go. He's back. He polished off the entire jar of M&Ms.
Okay, today's jar is brought to you by half-inch EMT connectors. You can't run no pipe without your half-inch EMT connectors to connect into your 1900 boxes for all you electricians. I dumped them out on the floor. I'll put them back in later.
Allison, if you've ever heard that about kayaks, that person had a small kayak. Come on. Just reading the comments right now. That's just what small kayaks say to feel better about better kayaks.
There's nothing wrong with small kayak. I can get into it still.
Yeah. No one's attacking anything here. Kayaks are kayaks.
I like small kayaks. They flow a little better.
Rough place, right? So you got the jar, you got the names.
I do. All right, this is how it works, guys. Everybody's name is in there. Hang on. Except Crow's. Hang on.
I'll leave it out. Leave it out. That would be the most corrupt thing. We would definitely break StreamYard if I won.
Bullshit.
No more mailing. I still have a box I have to send Aaron. So
now everybody's in there.
You're gonna draw again.
All right. This is the critical part. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Oh, I did it too early.
Any predictions? Any predictions in the comments? Better vote for yourself if you're a positive person.
I say it's Toy Crustacean. No.
Shake it like a baby. What the hell? What kind of people are watching this show? That's Dreadnought. Okay.
Yeah, but Punk, the people with those kind of back doors and have those kayaks, they tend to be a much larger backyard. And some people don't like those big backyards. We like small yards.
Oh man, I enjoy the front door so much, though.
Well, I mean, a door's a door.
I like the way the front door tastes. And I'll tell you what, I like peaches and cream oatmeal. I'll tell you that. It's just the goodest, sweetest shit I've ever had.
There
Peaches
we go.
and
I'm
cream,
so
baby.
glad. I'm so glad that I smoked earlier and got caught on the camera because now this conversation kind of draws attention away from that.
We're all glad you smoked, and everyone's at home smoking too, probably.
Yeah, you bunch of hypocrites. Jesus.
Except unless you don't do that thing, and I honor that too.
Stinky Capra.
I honor everybody's flaws and pluses, and if you are straight edge and you don't drink and you don't smoke, that is awesome because I don't really drink. I
was the world's best drinker, so I quit because I was so good. Like there was nothing I couldn't do hammered. So,
you got a lot of practice in at one point, right?
So finish when you're on top. That's the advice. Always finish when you're on top. So best drinker, stop.
All right, guys.
Hey, Aaron, Stinky Cat Butt wants to know what the prize is again.
Oh, okay. Well, prize. What prize? All right. I know.
He's hoping it's a kayak because his sunk.
I know you guys may have it. But these were made accessible to me. Yeah, you can find them at Ross, but some of you don't have Ross, and some of you can't find these deals.
All the Canadians pay attention.
That's right. Tonight's Ross prize, whether you have it or not, you're getting it again. Snake Eyes and Timber, baby.
Oh.
Is being shipped to your front door, whether you like it or not.
Who doesn't need that?
Come on, that's a good Snake Eyes. And come on, who doesn't want the white timber, man?
Look,
I like the Snake Eyes.
So listen, I would say at this point in the game, if you don't have this Snake Eyes, then you don't have a timber, right? And timber goes with every damn Snake Eyes out there. Retro, classified, other characters. It don't matter. That timber is actually worth it. But man, if you're going to try a conversion, start with the Snake Eyes.
Yes, very, very good for a conversion. I'm sure Tony's figs could turn Timber into like a freaking poodle if he wanted to. You've seen his customs? If you guys haven't subscribed to Tony Figs, go over to his channel and check him out.
Hell yeah.
Stuff is amazing. If you're fascinated with the first 13, he has all of them.
Yeah. Tony Figs is the bar, right? And the rest of us just play outside his yard.
We sit there and drool. We're like,
oh yeah. Great stuff. Love to.
All right, we're gonna pick the wiener. We're gonna pick the wiener. Let's get it on.
Allison isn't making that big money. Well, Punk's here, so maybe Punk can super chat Allison all for the next few ones. I don't know. There's money in the chat right now.
No whammies. And
yeah.
She's over there like whammy, 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 whammy. Oh, I have one in my hand.
Oh.
Here it is. Let's see.
You gotta go. Yep.
Let's see who it is. Tonight's wiener on the Thor and Hans their Tuesday night show is Tragic Hero.
Oh.
Are you still in the chat? It doesn't matter if you're in the chat. Just get a hold of me on my Instagram or Facebook. It's connected to my page links. Send me a message. Shoot me your address, and I will ship this snake out to you in under 2 weeks, I promise. And it'll be yours. Tragic Hero, get with me. You have 7 days to contact me. If you do not contact me by next Tuesday, we will give him away again.
No.
Nice. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed our quirky little show tonight. And Crow, man, thanks for coming on with me at the last minute. And I believe you said, did you say you had something else we could look at, or?
No, I'm just right now. I'm like I said, Loki Wartooth. That's all I'm just gonna say. Loki Wartooth is keeping me busy. But no, I'm just having fun right now doing the graffiti walls and things like that. That's kind of the stuff you're seeing on the channel, but the content. And I'm looking forward to the next time. I know 3-star draws on tomorrow night with doing his Sevens Wild with Pop Blender. But the next time we can all get together, and you and I had talked a little bit about backyard battlefields a little bit before, and we talked about how, like, my StreamYard's pretty limited on what I'm allowed to bring in for guests, right? I know you have. I know you. I'm hacking your signal, right?
They hacked up my shit show tonight, and it said 0 watchers for like the first freaking hour.
Yeah, and that's when we were dead.
When I had like 30 people talking in the chat. Yeah, that's StreamYard. And then I talked shit about them, and then they disconnected me from my own stream, and I had to pop back in.
Yeah, and that's why we're going for 2 hours tonight, because they robbed us of some, right?
Yeah, right. It definitely got us. And honestly, guys, like, you know, when I start up my live stream, you don't know if it's going to go an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. It is what it is. We just talk and have fun. And then when me and Crow, you know, got to go fart or burp, you know, we hop off.
The next time I'll turn my camera off before I go deal with my anxiety relief. No, what I was getting at, though, is I look forward to the next time that the three of us, the backyard battlefield, can get together again. And I think you posed a really good question out there earlier about toys that we lost as kids. You got me thinking about it. I know we talked offline about it before, and that question has come up. And I think that's worth exploring at some point in a backyard battlefield, sharing those stories. I wanted to show you one more thing. Remember that, were you watching my channel and I talked about the dollar store finds of these knockoff classified figures? They were like 4 or 5 points of articulation, but they were 6-inch snake eyes and storm shadows.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I've been fiddling around with those. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, guys, go to your local dollar store somewhere and you'll see all these new 6-inch figures. And some of them are Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, and the Baroness. And they're just cheap little things. But what I was going to show you is this is why you go to 3D printer, guys. Because I talk about troop building with background characters. Is I'm going to paint these up to be the, and I'm using a Loki Wartooth Cobra head. And I'm going to make some Arctic Cobra troops based off of what happened to the Joe line post 94, right? So we actually did get some Arctic Cobras beyond the Snow Serpent and the Bat in the potential horizons for classified, right? If you look past where they're going. And that's what I wanted to just close out my part for tonight is saying, some of us old school collectors that aren't really, like I said, on board with Cobra Law and a lot of the other stuff, if your mind is blown by the fact that they're doing that kind of stuff, don't pick up the pieces, put it back in your head, and get it ready to be blown even more by some of these figures that came out in, say, like 2014, 2003, whatever, right? Because they're going to come to the line. So that's all I want to talk about.
Awesome. Stinky Cat Butt says, Aaron, got a box coming your way. Awesome. I just got a ring notification too. Is someone out front? Is that the box, Stinky Cat Butt?
That's creepy fast.
Yeah, guys. If you come on my property, I'm going to see you instantly. Just spare no expense on technology. Anyways, guys, Crow, thank you so much for jumping on with me last minute. And again, bro, hit me up anytime you want a little co-pilot to come with you on your show. And if you guys want to hit me up and want me to set up the stream, because I have the different camera options and stuff, for the Backyard Battlefield, of course, I will always do that. And we'll get it all linked up and set up for everyone. Hope you guys had a fun night. And again, let's say, I don't even know if he's in the chat. But yeah, Tragic Hero, congratulations on winning your Snake Eyes. Again, just contact me through Facebook or Instagram. Shoot me a message, and I will contact you, and we will find out where to ship that out.
Yep.
Until next time, guys.
Yeah, and feel free also, really quick, Aaron, check out Same Time Toys, Cobra, Crimson Cobra Commander, and Woody 222, the action figure addict. These are new channels, guys. Go get them out, see if they're putting down something you want to pick up. That's all.
Give them a like. And guys, don't forget tomorrow night on 3-Star Draw, he has a live stream going on. 8 or 9 o'clock. I'm sorry, I forgot again. 3-Star Draw. 8 o'clock.
This time.
And we will all chime in and catch that show. It's going to be him and Pop Blender, and look forward to that show coming on. I believe it's set up for every other week on Wednesdays. So 3-Star Draw, you're doing great. Pop Blender says 8 Central. We'll see you guys over there tomorrow night, and we'll catch you on the next time.